squad from Conference USA, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Hawkeyes will kick it away to start. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Iowa State Cyclones offense will go on the attack first. The Cyclones, who've been bedeviled over the years by close losses, pulled out one of their own the last time.
It's all about executing when it matters the most. The coaching staff loved the way their players were ready to go late in the game. So let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, and they executed so well. Iowa obviously always the same, so physical, so tough, but the Cyclones found a way to make plays and win the football game. Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
This time they'll go to the running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on third down. Throws for the tight end. It's complete. Breaks into the open. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And the Cyclones are in the hurry-up.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. At the 20, he's got space. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Cyclones started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play. And
he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cyclones!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Iowa's offense will take the field for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget it.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cyclones have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. Got his man on the outside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Cyclones line up to punt it away. You ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big... First down, 2nd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Hawkeyes will punt it away on 4th down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field it close to the 50. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll start this drive going to the air. Wide open downfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Creates a little space. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa State.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Here's a return from the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Trying to beat the D deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Though he continues to fight for yards. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. This offense has it with real... Field position. First play of the drive, wants to throw. It's complete to the right. Got enough space. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field, or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown up over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow start.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
Unloads to the right. Got his man. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Great place to start for this offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Gets it out fast. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Cyclones look to do some damage in the red zone. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
And the Cyclones trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It's the end of the first quarter, and now time for one of the great traditions in college football, when the entire crowd here in Iowa City will turn and give a wave to the children at the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Everyone engage, and we wave and salute those kids and wish them all the best. Always a treat to be here at Iowa and take part in a special moment. Hope these kids enjoy the rest of the game as we play on into the second quarter.
I just know I was going down.
Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David. Oh, he's got some space. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be... just short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, and take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The Hawkeyes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to run for it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They'll try to snap it quickly.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Oh, they're after him. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Cyclones are threatening in the red zone. Here's the handoff. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He'll try to pop the draw. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to 4th. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He gets a block. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. It looked as if he was on his way to a touchdown for sure, but he's out of bounds at the 10. Iowa has the ball back on offense. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
From the gun to give, looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Gets the back moving. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, going in the air. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Back open in the middle. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little. There he goes. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And the Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the run. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Line getting set on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. Nice move there. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. The Cyclones kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Trying play action. Makes the grab. It's Maddox. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Run it with the fullback. Can't get him to the ground. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The run from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Pulls it in.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up for him.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On fourth and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Hawkeyes in the hurry-up. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
The short hands, it's Jennings. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback on the keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, these fan bases have been hyped, and with the Cy-Hawk Trophy up for grabs, who knows what the second half will give us. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Iowa and Iowa State plays out.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Iowa has the ball back on offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
From the gun, give on the inside. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Here's the heat. Can't connect on his first throw.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Now, 4th down.
Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, looking to pass. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got his man. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. On the option. Quick toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. And the Cyclones now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Looking for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. The Cyclones will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
A big part about playing the quarterback position is turning the page, playing the next play, not letting bad plays beat you. And that's his first career interception in college football, so that's going to sting. But now you've got to get back out there and lead your team.
He'll try to take it back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cyclones. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He's got great speed. Got a little room. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hawkeye. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They've been dominated. Now they'll try to execute to their own standard. The give to the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Okay, ready? And the Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the third down pass is incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
They booted away. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Jennings. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Now, fourth down.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 4 wide out set, 2 by 2 on 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Hit as he throws. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Going near. He's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown in their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
A first down run on the doorstep. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Iowa State. Great job by the back on the option. The Cyclones keep gaining strength, and Iowa State stretches out its lead.
Man, gaining strength, gaining momentum, gaining belief, right? Like gaining belief that you can get this done. Such a big rivalry game with so much emotion.
Yeah, Iowa feels like they're in a natural disaster right now. They feel like they're in a cyclone. They don't know which way is up or down. They are lost.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. I know when a guy's thrown 3 interceptions, it's not good, but everything hasn't been bad. They've moved the ball a little bit. They just keep self-destructing. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll ride Davis here. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Really good job by the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's got it, 1st down and more. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had it.
Breaks into the open. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They were really starting to put a drive together, and after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Here's the pressure. He'll get rid of it. On target to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cyclones trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Makes the catch. It's Burgess. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Godfrey. Under fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Cyclones will line up to punt it away. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you...
Turning it on! Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. They'll run it from the gun. Gets it past the marker. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Hawkeyes want to crank the tempo. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. So now it's second and long. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. And the Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. See what they dial up on first and 10. To the air on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Just way off target and missed him.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard to see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough today.
They run into a bit of trouble here. Third and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Snagged in the middle. It's Jennings. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got the tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The give to the tailback. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game, because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that and put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. The Cyclones can really attack on this second and short. Toss sweep to the right. Finding open areas. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll do it himself. Finds a crease at the 20. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be